dealing with childhood trauma, I can't even get my words right. Childhood trauma. I had my homie tell me, man, my childhood was it was trauma, man. I was here, there, I had to go through this. And then, I started expressing my childhood to my friend, telling him, I had this. I had to go through this, man. My dad died. And so now we just bouncing off ideas of like, oh, the traumas that both went through as a youngster. And I only threw mines back at him to let him know that we all go through different stuff. We not the same people, and we don't have the same lifespans, but we do have different traumas or different troubles that we go through, coming that we come from, similar backgrounds, the same background. The people in your area, like the vicinity, they pretty much have the same life that you live. Like the people that you grew up with, y'all might not be the same name or the same, but it's pretty much the same classification. Like if I'm in a middle class area, the people around me are middle class too, and we probably, somewhere on the same income scale. If I'm in a higher class or upper class, then I'm around people that's upper class, so it's always going to be similar for peers that's around each other or grew up in the same area. So that's why when people connect as they get older, they ask themselves where they ask each other where you from, because it's like, if you from the middle class, I can connect with you because I'm middle class. We'll understand each other. If you from the higher class, I really don't hang with the middle class and the lower class because they don't understand me. If I'm the lowest class, I'm pretty much accepted into these middle class and higher class groups, but it's just gonna be a hell of a lot of proving yourself. You gotta prove your worth. Like, I'm gonna give you a chance if you ain't got nothing. But at that point that you realize that you're getting a chance and you know that you don't have nothing, it's all a self-awareness. You gotta be on your best behavior, because we looking as somebody on top of the hierarchy, and I'm giving somebody lower a chance. I'm gonna be scoping to see if they honest. I'm gonna be scoping to see their character, how they believe, how much work they do. Are they actually trying to make it out of the situation that they in? Like, it comes with a lot, man. So my homie was telling me, he been through a lot as a youngster, and it's been hard, and just the trauma, the stuff he went through. And I bounced back on my stuff, on what I went through, just to let him know, like, we all in the same circle. We all got to get through the same hump. We come from the same place, you know? And so the only thing about that is you gotta use that to make you a better person and get to where you want to go. If you just got that and you just got the trauma behind you, and now you just going forward, and you might be at the lowest level with that trauma. Then you meet in middle class and higher class, but your pitch, your story, like, what's your story? What's up with you? Ah, man, I've been in the lower class my whole life. I ain't never had an opportunity. Uh, I don't have this. I don't have that. You just part of the have-nots. It's like, where's your belief? Where's your growth? Where's, like, what are you doing to change that for yourself? Or you just complaining, you know what I'm saying? Or you just stuck in the same place. So I told my boy my story. Oh, man, my dad passed, and this and that. But I don't want no sympathy from that. And that's what I expressed to my boys, that I don't want no sympathy, but I do understand the impact that it is on my life. I do understand the do's and don'ts that I can and cannot do because of that. But I go around that. I just walk around it. I don't sit in front of it and say, "Oh man, I can't do this. Look, this," and then make a list like, "Oh, this another thing I can't do because of my situation," or "This another thing I can't do because," man, you got people with disabilities out here who the doctor told them, "You'll never be able to play this sport the way that the normal person plays it." Of course, I have a disability. So now when I switch my way of thinking, I go around it, and now I can play the sport. I can do this and I can do that. The stuff the same people told you you couldn't do is just in their way of doing it. It's in their perception and way of doing it. So you always got to find your way to get better. What you gonna do, and to fix it how you know it can be fixed, and then just dive head in. Because staying in the victim's mentality, man, it just keep you as a victim. You just walk through life as a victim, like I'm, you know what I'm saying? Not the exact victim, but it trickles down to like, oh, your dad passed, and then like, oh, okay, and then the effect, right? I'm the effect of the victim. So I'm being affected by the victim that's in our family, right? My pops, my dad. But I just have to go around it, man. You know, the doors that you need a parent to walk you in, you need that strong father figure, dad to walk you in. You know what I mean? I call up my uncle. Yeah, I call up my uncle, like, what's up? Walk me in here. But then at the same time, I'm knowledgeable that I'm still handicapped. So I'm coming with hell of a skill set to solidify me to get to where I need to be without all of the requirements. You know, like person like Allen Iverson, you know what I'm saying? Grew up with his mom, you know what I'm saying? Just his mom, made it all the way to the NBA. Most hated at one time just because his character, his attitude, his everything, just his swag. They just didn't like him as a person, right? But he did all of that and kept going in the midst of the hate, you know? And circumstances don't change it, man. The man went to jail. He had this, that, that. Then he had reputable, men standing up for him. So I'm kind of getting off topic, but the main goal of the topic is keep pushing, man. Don't let your circumstances, which you perceive to be, like unbearable or unfair or whatever it is, don't let that stop you from getting to where you need to be, man, because we all go through it, man. Everybody go through it. So my homie was telling me, you know, it's damn near impossible. And I'm telling him, from the perspective, it's impossible. You just gotta change that perspective. Change the window that you're looking out of or you looking into, and then see if it's possible from that angle. You know what I'm saying? And that's very true though. A lot of things aren't possible from the angles that we're looking at the things. If we keep, looking at it from this certain angle, it's not possible. It's like the camera is set right here. And I want to be viewed on the camera, right? So I got the camera set up straight right here. But if I walk off over here or I stand up, I'm not in the frame. So, things take adjustments. Like I'm here, it's set up here and it's here, but now I'm not in the frame. So I might have to adjust. So I can be in the frame. It's just everything's possible, man. It's just maybe the angle that you looking it from or the angle that you visioning from is not possible from that angle. You know what I'm saying? Is it possible to jump from roof to roof? Yeah. When you're on top of the roof and you got a running start and you jump over roof to roof, but is it possible to run from the ground and just jump to the roof? From that angle, hell no, it's not possible. It's not possible. You got to get a little higher, or way higher on another roof that's equal to that other roof and then jump over. But you just trying to go from bottom and take a jump leap up. I think we understand what I'm saying.